There are plenty of YouTube channels with great modelers who have great production skills. This is not one of them. Welcome to Cable's Creations. Okay, I'm back at Yankee Station, and where I left off, I had put some styrene and other fillers on the underside of that F-18. So this week, first order of business is sanding things down to get it even and see what additional filling I need to do. And once I get done with that, it'll be time to start getting some assembly in. So I've got this sanded down. I think I've got it pretty smooth, but I'm gonna go through with some finer grits to try to get rid of some of my sanding marks. Similarly, got this down and it feels even to the touch. I'll need to work to get out the sanding marks and then probably do some spot priming. Well, did some spot priming, and after the sanding, I'm trying to get this in focus and keep it in focus, and it's looking pretty good. Might need to go over a little bit more irregularities there. And that white you're seeing is the Vallejo acrylic putty. Also did a pretty good job on the bottom, fairly smooth, and got some sprue goo down now. So going to be a little bit more sanding there. Okay, got some sanding done, and that's looking a whole lot better. There was kind of a high spot there, and I also got the seam line basically gone from the nose. Also got that all feeling real smooth. Need to give that like a little alcohol wipe down. I've already used kind of a little brush to get any of the dust off that would come off. All right, well, I've got the top and bottom halves done, or at least put together, as long as that. But I can also see some areas where it's taken a bit more, particularly the wing halves not wanting to go together quite right. Need to readjust that one clamp, but making some serious progress with just that one step. Also, there's a pretty good gap through a lot of that I think that's going to mean a lot of that Vallejo putty into there. Maybe not so bad on the back part of it. Also, put some styrene into a big gap back there, that let that set, and then slice it off and sand it down. Okay, something new I'm going to try. Like you can see, there's a piece of styrene sheet that I put into a gap right there, but it's moving where you can't see it and trying to keep this in focus. But there's like a smaller thin gap right there, and some of my sanding dust has gotten into it, kind of filling it up. So I'm just going to put some some cement on that to kind of be somewhat like sprue goo, but I'm making it right in the gap itself. All right, got that Vallejo putty into those areas where it into those areas where it of the gaps, and some of that I'm going to have to get out of the panel lines, but I'll wait until it sets a little better. And not sure if I need to really get it into those, because I think that's a panel line right there. May even have to scrape those out a little more. Okay, got some more parts added. So you got the wings and little pods in 2 areas. Also have that part added, and it's got a sensor pod here. I'm gonna paint that up. At least that little tip part needs to be white, and then the rest of it will be the body color. These rear stabilizers were flipping around, so I put just a little bitty piece of styrene in there to hold them in place and glued them, so I'll be trimming those off. So it's actually starting to look like a Super Hornet. Okay, put a little bit of lead wire on that piece because that's what it looked like in the instructions, but just didn't have that plastic on it. So I'll need to prime that and paint it. That's a part that goes on the bottom of the canopy. All right, got the HUD painted and installed, and even did a little bit of, I found a few spots that needed filling still. And I also did all the seam scraping on these drop tanks. Gonna pick out the one I think is best, because it's just gonna have one in the center. And I also masked up and did a kind of an inside and outside coat of the windscreen canopy. It was the first time I can remember painting on the inside. So let that dry up. Then got another piece I need to install in the canopy. It's right over there, painted and ready to go. Get that on, and then I can put the canopy and windscreen on. As far as the underside goes, definitely going to have that centerline tank, and I haven't totally decided what to do about pylons. I could do 0 pylons or just 1 pylon at the middle station, because going and reviewing it, kind of a continuity error in the movie, the dogfight scenes where Maverick was working with the trainees. If you watch it closely, sometimes it'll show them with no pylons, sometimes it shows them with an empty pylon at the middle station. Or I may even just get the practice bombs on it like he was using doing the practice for the mission scene where he showed it could be done. I don't know, I'm gonna have to think on that. All right, got the canopy and windscreen on there. Oh, it looks like I need to, oh no, that's just light reflecting. I thought that was some glue that I was going to have to wipe off, but I think there is some up there still needs a little wipe off. So I've got the got those on, and it's about ready to go into primer. Okay, I'm seeing some significant progress on Maverick's F-18. Figure next week I'll be getting it into primer and just sanding down some other spots, and probably get it into paint, depending on just how much in the way of fixing up panel lines and like rescribing panel lines and sanding glue marks, etc. Just how far down a rabbit hole I go into that, but I could easily see getting into paint and maybe even a clear coat or two and decals. Yeah, we'll see. If you didn't see it on the Cutlass video, kind of a update, I've been on the new chemo for 1 round, little bit of decreased appetite, but one thing is some of the, like, an area of pain that appears to have been caused by the tumor. It's right near where the tumor is, but that pain's getting a whole lot better already. So continued prayers are always appreciated. So, till next time, showing you mine to hopefully make you feel better about yours.